So I thought a video might be a little bit easier to explain than an email. So I'm going to show you how to set up Google Form notifications in this video. So the first thing you're going to want to do, which I'm sure you've done before, or you've probably got done already, is make a Google Form for your maintenance requests. So let me just do it real quick. A couple questions you might want to have is, what is your name? You might want to have, what is your email address, just because I'm not sure if your maintenance staff knows all the email addresses to your staff. And this question does help out when you have notifications sent back to the person who submits the request, so they can have a email copy for themselves. And lastly, however you do this, you can just have your, what is your request? And you can make that a little more complete if you want, but you might want to make that paragraph text. It might be a little bit longer. So now you have your form done, and there's something that you have to add on. There's a lot of different Google Forms that you can get, Google Form add-ons that is, and you can see up here your tabs. One of them is called add-ons. So you have to go here, and 99% of these are free. So you need to go down to get add-ons, and when you're in the Google form back here that you want, and you go to get add-ons, usually it's one of the first ones that you can click on right here. It's called form notifications. And so I already have it installed on my computer, but if you don't, you'll just click on the plus, the free right there for your form notifications. So click on that. It's going to ask you to accept the terms. Click accept, and then you'll have it installed on your computer, and you'll never have to do that again. It's a one-time thing. So once you have it installed, you'll go back to add-ons. You'll go down to your form notifications to configure that. And so this is where you're going to configure who it's going to and when it's going to go there. So this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to click on Notify Me, and your email address, your Google email, will pop up right there. So it says email addresses, plural, so we can add multiple. So you can add the maintenance staff right here. You can add the superintendent right there. You can add as many people as you want right there to receive this email stating that someone has put in a request. So let me put in my work email. So it's going to go to those two. Now this one you're going to want to change to 1. So every single time there's a new notification, a new Google form is submitted, then the email will be sent out. And now this would be a good idea too to notify respondents. So the person who submits the form is going to get an email, which is a good idea to have them on hand for, just in case they say, yeah, I had this email, I submitted it 3 weeks ago and it hasn't been done yet. So you're going to want to change this, what is their email, to the question in our form. That's why it's important to put that in there. And then you can change this to whatever you want. So this is the subject in the email, and this is in the body of your email. So thanks for responding, or we can say thanks for filling out this form. We hope to complete it as soon as possible. Okay, and then we're all done, so we're going to hit save. And now down at the bottom it'll say save settings in red, so we're good to go. We can close out of that. So let's just take one of these and let's see how it goes. So to take this exact form, I can just click on View Live Form. And now my name is Jason. Where's your email? Let me put in a different email. And what is my request? I want a new iPad now. So we submitted that. And as you have created this, you can see my responses right here. So let's look at my responses. So I can see where my responses come in. I can also see I got a new email up here, and that came like almost instantly from when I sent it. You can see it was sent at 2:35 and it's 2:36 right now. So it was sent directly once I submitted that. So when I click on this, the bad thing about this is what my request is does not show up directly in the email. There's a link that I'll click that they can click on to go to the summary of responses. And so this is one thing that you want to make sure you do. You're going to want to share your form that you made in the responses sheet that you have with your maintenance or with your administration, because if it's not shared with them, they can't view it. So this is one way they can view it, or they can click on the view all responses, which takes them to the spreadsheet. And I like this option because they can see exactly the time it was created. There's a timestamp on there right here. And one thing your administration and your maintenance staff can do to collaborate together is you can add a column, which my computer's running slow. You can add a column that says completed, or is it a WIP, a work in progress, comments or notes that maintenance can put in there saying I couldn't install this, I didn't have the right cable. So we'll put something in. So this is something that only your administration or whoever has this form shared with them can view, and they can edit. So is it completed? Is it a WIP? Comments. This is how your staff can collaborate between this. So one more thing that you want to do is, let me go to my email as well, so you can see right here that I also have an email sent to my work email here. And of course it's being slow. Alright, since that's running slow, I'll show you the last two things that you have to do to get this working. Inside your drive, when you created your form, here's the form you created and here's the responses sheet. You have to share both of those with the maintenance staff or your administration. Whoever you want to view that and edit that, you got to give them access to it. That's just one way how Google Docs or Forms work. So one way you can do that is just highlight both of them and go to the share button. And so you can invite people down here for both of those. And you can see here, when you invite, can they edit that or can they just view it? You're probably going to want to have edit. So I'm going to put in another email that I have. Tyler L. Tech. Now I'm going to send that. So now both of those are shared with my other email address. I can hit done. So whenever I get an email like this, someone submits something, I get an email. An email is also sent to maintenance and administration. They have this link. They cannot open that link unless it's shared with them, which I just showed you how to do. So if you have any more questions, let me know. I love Google Forms and how they work. I'd be happy to assist you in any way. Thanks.